Alright guys, what's up? Universal Mastery. So, in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is a dark night of the soul. What exactly is this? How can I give you an understanding of what this feels like so that you can identify either whether you've been through it before or if it's something that you may be going to encounter pretty soon here and you need to be prepared to encounter it, or maybe it's something you're in right now. So stay tuned. Okay, so a dark night of the soul, as is what it's called to some people, right? I'm sure you could call it many names, okay? Basically what a dark night of the soul is, and a lot of people get it confused with an ego death, okay? And you guys have seen hopefully you guys have seen the video that I have on ego death. If you haven't, check that out first, then watch this video. It should be the video right before this. But a dark night of the soul it's a place, it's a state of mind that you go into, that you go so deep into, so far into, right? Where you literally lose touch of your physical senses, your emotional states, and motivation, and clarity of mind. It's that kind of state of mind, and you go so deep into it, and you almost get stuck into it, okay? The dark night of the soul is a place where you literally feel like you're out of touch of everything. Like, you don't know how to operate anymore, you don't know how to conversate with people, you don't know how to express yourself, you don't know how to feel good within yourself, you don't know how to get enough energy to go out and do things that are going to benefit you. That's a dark night of the soul. Now, what I've come to do in this video is tell you the truth about the dark night of the soul and what it has to offer, okay? Because a lot of people talk about this shit and they don't talk about the reason why you go through this shit. This shit happens for a reason. I'm such a strong believer, and that adversary is literally meant to happen to those who are trying to become the most powerful beings on this planet. And the key to it all is understanding how to transmute adversary into understanding. So these things happen, just like an ego death, just like when shit happens to you. You have to find a way to look at it, because there always is a way to look at it. I'm not talking about creating something out of just completely, utterly nothing. There is always a side to this adversary, to shit happening to you that you think is not a good thing. There is always an aspect of that is a good thing. Whether it may not feel good, and that's the key. That shit doesn't feel good. Therefore, most people that have shit that happens to them that doesn't feel good, they consider that evil and they never want to experience it again, okay? That is the fucking shit that is meant to make you a fucking powerful warrior, a powerful god and goddess. That shit is meant to take you beyond that, okay? It's about how you look at it, okay? How can you muster up enough energy to look at this thing that is either happened, or going to happen to you in a way that's damn, you know what? This is gonna fucking suck, but it's gonna make me stronger when I fucking get through that shit. Because that shit will not last forever. It will never last forever unless you consent to it. Holy shit, Jeremiah. Boom. Did you just hear what I said? This shit will not last forever unless you consent to it. You can consent to it lasting forever. I have seen people that get stuck in a certain state of mind for the rest of their life, and they do not look beyond it because they have consented, they have confronted themselves about it and said, this is exactly who I am and what I want to be, and I don't want to be anything outside of this. And it's a sad thing, because you get stuck in that state of mind because it feels better. When you go through ego death, when you go through a dark night of the soul, which is bigger, heavier than an ego death, it really wants to force you in a place of being forever selfish. Like you get into such a traumatic filled mindset that's like, fuck everybody. Like fuck all the shit that has been done to me. Like, fuck everyone who's put me in this state of mind. But the way that you can look outside of that and understand it from a different point of view, and I like to point up coming down, because you have a higher spirit guiding you. And I'm not talking about a different being. I'm talking about your own spirit. It is you. Like, your own higher self is guiding and wants the best for your life. Now, your higher self can be attuned to many energies, ancestors, gods, goddesses, whatever you want to call it. There's many names. So it's like whatever you want to call it, meaning like there's many different things, like whatever you can figure out. There's a different perspective to look at it, because what if I said that you were the person that caused you to be in that dark night of the soul? You were the person that said, hey, I want to have an ego death, but you're just not in awareness yet where you're able to realize, like, damn, I'm the person who triggered this on myself so that I could rise through it with the fucking flaming armor of a Scorpion King, and no one can stop me now. But most people are viewing it from the point of view of, this person did me wrong, this person fucked me up, this person shit on me, now I feel like shit, now I have to go through this shit, fuck everybody. That's not it. That is not the case. You are more powerful than that. You're so powerful that you can trigger the dark night of the soul and ego death on yourself very instantly, right? Like, the second you realize that you want to do something powerful in your life, whether you're conscious or unconscious of this, this is just honesty. You may not be conscious of this. That's why a lot of people get scared and get stuck in this, because they're unconsciously triggering the dark night of the soul or ego death on themselves, unconsciously, because their higher spirit knows what they want and what they need to achieve the things that they want to achieve and the state of mind that they want to be in. But people aren't aware and consciously triggering that, so they're like, why the fuck is all this traumatic shit coming at me? Why do I feel like I can't express myself? Why do I feel stuck? And then they resort to drugs, they resort to finding ways to distract themselves constantly to try and get them through the dark night of the soul. But I want to let you know, when you start to find ways to constantly distract yourself out of the dark night of the soul, you're no longer progressing in it. You're staying in it. Like, so for example, let's say that you're in the dark night of the soul or ego death or something of that nature, and you're taking little steps and you're moving through it. Like, let's say this is it, and you have to start here, and you're moving through it. Every time you find something to fully like distract yourself, like drugs or whatever, and you're fucking around, you're taking pills, and you're not doing what you should be doing, and you'll feel it. Like, you'll notice, like, you'll get in a state of mind that's like nothing fucking matters. You'll feel like nothing fucking matters. You'll start getting suicidal thoughts. You'll start being like, what's the point of anything? I'm just distracting myself. I'm exhausted every single day. This shit sucks. There's no meaning to anything. That's how you know when you're doing that shit. You're choosing to have yourself in a situation that you're not going to gain anything from, because you're distracting yourself. So every time you do drugs and get out with these dumbass distractions, you're stopping in that progression. And then let's say you clear up, you get good again, you're eating healthy again, you're like, all right, as much as it sucks, I'm going to try and push through this shit, because it does suck. It's going to feel like a pressure on your fucking pineal gland. It's the black diamond, as I like to call it. Like, it builds a pressure, and diamonds are made under pressure, and it's a black diamond because it's all this dark shit that's creating that pressure, all these traumas, all this like realization. Like, the second you realize you're the one that put yourself in that position in the first place is a crazy realization. Like, holy shit, it wasn't their fault. This whole time I've been saying fuck you. Like, I'm scrolling on my Instagram right now, and I'm seeing how I'm like talking about society and how like it's fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. And then you look up and you're like, I fucking did that shit. I'm the one who put me here. Oops, that's embarrassing. Now I have to fucking embrace this shit to progress still. It's that kind of deep thinking, okay? It's literally like that, guys. Like, this is real shit. And it's not easy. A lot of people's egos take over, and let your ego take over. You're not going to be shit. You're going to be weak. So, it's your choice. I'm not trying to convince you, okay? I'm not trying to convince you to walk the path and initiate yourself and to, come out on the other side as this flaming phoenix. I'm not trying to convince you to do that. I'm telling you how to do it. If you want to do it, then fucking do it. If not, be weak. I'll shine. That's fine. Some people want to be powerful. Some want to be peasants. You make a choice. So the dark night of the soul literally is like a foggy ass place, guys. It's so foggy. It sucks. But you have to understand that the aspect of it that is there. Like, you have to understand that it is going to literally cause you to resurrect as a different creature. Like, you are gonna, on a genetic level, you are gonna fully understand what the fuck is up in Earth. Did you hear that thunder? Thunder just struck. Like, that was so symbolic. You're gonna be like the fucking thunder and lightning of your life once you make it through that dark night. Okay? Like, you're gonna know what feeling like shit is, and you're gonna have a constant, permanent understanding of contrast within yourself, of like, holy shit, like, I don't know how to take things for granted anymore because of the shit I've been through. It's that serious. So this is the video on the dark night of the soul. You'll know if you're going through it. You'll know if you're gonna end up being in it. Like, once you're in it, you'll understand what it is from this video, or you'll know if you have been through it before by watching this video. Just remember that shit makes legends. Okay, it makes the most important people on this planet, because they're aligned with the universe trying to help everyone else evolve. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to comment. I'll engage with you there. Feel free to add me on Instagram, DM me there as well. And check out my merch. It's in the first link below. It's got some powerful sigils on my shirts that I placed on there, so check them out. I know you'll love them. Other than that, I'm going to catch you guys on the next video, and peace.